Welcome back to the Python 20 Day Beginner Series. This is day 9, and today we are diving into a super important and super powerful data structure in Python dictionaries. By the end of the video, you'll understand what key value pairs are, how to add and remove items, import dictionary methods, how to loop through dictionaries, and finally, you will be able to build a mini project, a contact book. So, without any further delays, let's jump right in. Dictionaries in Python store data in key value pairs. Think of it like a real dictionary. You search a word, which is the key, you get its meaning, which is its value. Here's a simple dictionary in Python, as you can see it on your screen. I'm again using Google Colab. For those people who don't want to use Google Colab, they can use VS Code, PyCharm, etc. It'll take a few seconds for the code to load once you run it on Google Colab for the first time, as it has to connect with Python server. So here's the simple dictionary. Here the keys are the name, age, course, and each key has a value associated with it. Keep some key points are the keys must be unique, keys must be immutable, strings, numbers, and tuples. Values can be anything: list, dictionary, integer, string, etc. etc. Now, to get a data from a dictionary, use its key name. It's very similar to what we had learned about how to access uh, tuples and lists in Python. So let's put student. This is the dictionary name, and now in square brackets we will put the key value. So let's say we want to access his name, so we put name, and then we wrap it in the double quotes. And now it's going to print the student's name. Now we can again print, let's say, the student's age. Excellent. Now let's just run the code and check it out once. Excellent. So now you can see Rahul is printed and 21 is printed, and name and age is not printed because name and age are the key, not the value. So you just have to put the key name, and the value of the key name is printed. Get bracket, basically get parenthesis is safer. If the key does not exist, it won't crash your program. Adding and removing items, adding new key value. So let's say we have to add a new key value in middle of the program. Then what to do? We should, like, we can't just go up and start finding for the dictionary. We just add it up over here. We say the dictionary name student over here, student, then the square brackets, inside which we will add another thing, email, and after that we'll put the equal to sign and give the email value. So this is some random email.com. Excellent. Now we can, just to confirm it, print this value, uh, email. Exactly. So you can see that the email is printed over here. Remember, you won't see the difference over here, just like in tuples, list, etc. You will, but the computer has already stored the value. So now this has been overwritten, and there's a new line added to it, which is the email. Excellent. Now updating existing value. Now let's say the child has become 1 year elder. Like let's say he has become 22 now, which he would in some certain time. Then what to do? We should not just go to the dictionary and start searching up to change his value, because then that will be a repeated process. Again, the next year you have to do this. So we'll just put print bracket. Sorry, not print. We over here we put student, the dictionary name student, then the square brackets, then the key value age is equal to 22. So it's almost like redeclaring it, except that you're not like declaring it. That's the only thing. So print, yep, age. Excellent. Now, we'll move on to the next part, which is removing items. Now, it is very similar to what we had learned in lists and all. So, it's going to be, let's say, student. Okay, first we'll just print line over here. Print. Let's say student dot pop. The normal brackets, double quotes, quotes. Now, this removes a key and returns its value. Next, we can go to this pop item. It removes the last item, so we don't really have to put what do we have to remove. It just removes the last item by default. So pop item. Then since it's a function, parenthesis at the end. And yep, next we can go to the delete. Delete function deletes a specific key, like we just have to type over here. Okay, so student, the dictionary name student, then the square brackets, double quotes, and name. Student dot clear removes all items in the list. Now we'll just be printing one line after this so that we get. Oh, sorry, wrong place. Excellent. Now let's run the code. Ah, okay, wait. Oh, okay, sorry, my bad. It's not like this. This is age, which is correct. Now course over here, course, and over here we should like student pop item. We can't put anything, like it's not existing. Course delete. Okay, so now it's name. Yeah, excellent. Now exactly, this is what I wanted. So it's showing an error. Why? Because we have already deleted course. It was showing an error before also because we had already deleted name. And I had to put course and course over here just so that we get the error. So right now you are actually expecting an error. We wanted an error to occur, which is slightly weird, but like yeah, this is just for you to understand. Move. Excellent. Now let's go to dictionary methods. There are few of useful methods in dictionaries, which is one is keys, values, items, and update. Okay, so let's start with the keys one. Let's first I'll remove this so that we don't really have to worry about something getting deleted and all. Excellent. Now print, the print function, parenthesis student dot keys, then functions, function. Just run this code. Exactly. So now it printed the dictionary keys. It just printed all the keys inside the dictionary, which is name, age, course, and email. Excellent. Now let's move on to the next one, which is values. Print student dot values parenthesis. Excellent. Now this is you must have already expected. It's just going to print the values, and it printed all the values. It's very helpful when you just want to print something very specific. Now this is print students student dot items. Just put the print tag, and over here print students dot item. We'll just read exactly. So now, what did this thing do? Now this thing printed the key with the value for each of them. So name with Rahul, age with 22, course with Python, email with the email. Now, The next one is the update function. Update function is also very interesting and very very helpful when you're dealing with this. So let's say students dot update this blah blah blah. So print, we'll use this line again, students dot item. Apologies for the noise in the background. Excellent. Now this has been updated. Now name is Rahul. Age is equal to 23, not 22 anymore. Course is Python, of course, and email is the same. That's also not a problem. City. Now city has been added over here. Now which city is Rahul in? He is in Delhi. Now there's also another copy function which is really simple. You just create a new variable and put student dot copy, and then the entire thing is copied. These methods come in handy, especially while looping or merging data. That's where we come to our looping part. There are multiple ways to loop through dictionaries: loop over keys, loop over values, and loop over both. So we will start with loop over keys. We'll quickly go here for keys. Sorry, for key in student. Then we'll put the double quotes, print the key. I mean, yeah, I think you must have expected what we are going to see in this, because I have done this in one of the previous videos also. Not this, not of course in dictionaries, but in lists. So the people who are watching it very carefully must have already understood what this is. It is actually student. Excellent. Now we move over to the loop over both for key. Then over here we put a comma, value in student dot items. So student dot items. Then we put the parentheses, and we put double quotes. And now here we just put print key, comma, double quotes, double this thing, double quotes once again, and we put sorry, no, not double quotes, comma, value. Now we run the file. Wait, let's actually put a print after each one of them. By hand. Excellent. Now, we'll also put one over here. Excellent. So now, in the first one for key in students, the student, it prints all the keys, uh, except that it's printing in a vertical format and without the brackets. Next is the values. So now it's printing all the values again vertical format without any brackets. Thirdly, for both is also printing all the keys and their values without the brackets in a vertical format. Very helpful when you want to present it in a good looking way. Now we move on to the mini project contact book. Now this is a small contact book using dictionaries. You just have to do this as a practice, and the answers, the solution will be shared on my GitHub page. So please do not forget to check that out. And even today's code will be shared over there. So congrats on completing day 9. And that wraps up day 9 dictionaries. You know how to use key value pairs, update and remove data, loop through dictionaries, and build projects with them. In the next Python masterclass, we will learn about functions, one of the most important concepts in Python. If you found this helpful, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what project you want next. I'm Yathat Kelkar, and you're watching HTML, CSS, and Python